I have a copious amount of bananas here.
I do.
You wanna watch me eat it?
May!
May!
This is a fancy surprise.
Holy shit! That is a surprise.
Hi.
How have you been?
I've been well. How about... Oh my gosh. Hi. Hello. Hi, everybody.
I'm going to hug you now.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm Hybris.
Oh, Jesus!
This Hybris is...
No, Dr. Price.
You know, I want to say
I took a
something.
banana.
You never know where Hybris
We have a lot
is.
of bananas here.
And she's always everywhere, so.
I'm everywhere.
That's
I'm in the
fair.
walls.
That would be the right way to put it. You
She's in your walls.
look so
yes.
domestic now. You know, I could walk into like a department store and you would be there as the model, just dressed up, you know, standing in front, looking all fashionable. You know, doing the guy pose. You know, hey, how's it going?
Sure it's not him?
No. He looks like he's coming out of a fetish. One of those special, special wearing, where they have leather and stuff, and they sell collars and things.
Interesting.
Oh.
Like that kind of thing.
I think
Meanwhile,
she's
you're
talking
here
about
from-
you, Val.
You know, meanwhile,
Surely
you're
she
here
wouldn't be
from-
talking about that to me.
No, I think she would.
from the, you know, from like Target or something. Hello.
Look at you.
He's also been very fatherly lately. He's been taking
What's
care of
wrong?
his nephew.
This is carbon fiber.
I'm
Did you
gonna say that.
And this, I won't even mention what this does.
Did you become a daddy?
No.
No,
Do
that's
you
not
want to be a
happened
daddy?
yet.
It's because you
Yes.
Sapphire first goes swat at the book.
Yes,
Well,
we've
that's
talked
me.
about that.
high-class combat.
For when she's ready.
Mhm.
Oh,
Damn right.
do you need lessons?
No, you don't.
May, I'm saying I'm waiting until a certain point.
You
to
look
be
like if an emo clown got off on the
Okay,
wrong
just making sure because we definitely have an
street.
expert.
Stop talking about
No
it.
one
We
to
talked about that, and we're
I
also
look
waiting
like
for
I
the
could
You
house
need
to
a
go.
graphic
but
representation.
Thank you very much.
No,
I'm
That's
sticking to the
already
lore.
happened a
Just-
while ago, and it's
Just
fine.
making sure. Hi, Bryce. Hi.
Hello again. It is good to
Do
see
you
you. so
approve of
soon.
this?
I think we look
Approve
stylish
of what?
and proper.
I think they'll do fine. He's at least slow enough
Okay.
for her.
Yeah, I'm not.
Did you say slow enough for her?
Yes.
One looks like they came from.
And by they don't rush into anything
I'm sorry.
too ridiculous.
Oh, that kind of slow.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, May.
I just had to clarify, you know. I mean,
still like that phase.
What else would I have
Oh,
meant?
that's
okay.
Scars, are you?
it's okay. You're
You two
slow,
are
so
so
you know.
fucking
I'll
cringe.
explain it to you later.
Scarves are in. It's winter
Are
time.
they?
Love you too, Mo.
It's nice-
Tell me
it's
who
nice to see you.
is wearing a scarf.
Love you too.
We're in space, alright? We just came from.
I didn't know you were
I-
that slow, dude.
You're also
I
upside
really
down.
just come in here and I just cause endless chaos, don't I?
We're also
The
upside
best
down
kind.
and in space.
Perhaps
just
that is
can't-
true.
Live drift out in the fucking winter.
Space
So-
vampires. Space
It is good to see you, man.
Space vampires.
These are new.
Space vampires.
Hello.
You've been wearing.
Yes,
We're
I'm
not space
not sure of
vampires.
I mean, you are
what
now.
Mr. Heinrich needs.
You
It's
are
not
in
often he
space.
visits here,
You're-
and I don't know
you are
who his
vampires.
guests are.
How are you?
But I'm sure I'll
The-
find
the
out soon.
Wardrobe friends.
Ah,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
How's work?
Uh,
Has work been
I'll leave it
treating
in your
you
hands.
well, dear?
You handle this stuff better than I do.
Finished research
Hmm.
for the day.
You have a way with words.
Interesting over corals in stereo.
It seems to be more useful for me getting in trouble.
Mhm.
Specific
Or at
robotics.
least putting someone in their place when they decide to cause trouble.
Ah, right.
Hopefully,
That's
that
true.
won't be
That-
something that is
That seems to.
needed today.
Val is just. Has
If you do, let me know. Otherwise, I'll serve tea.
You're
I can
right.
do it.
Actually,
It's
fine.
also.
I was going to say
Speaking
when
of-
you're magical.
Excuse me? Would either of you like
I
some
have to sit on the
tea?
fucking. I have to lean against the fucking
Oh,
wall.
I'm
Oh,
good,
that's
thanks.
empty, yeah.
It's alright, Ellie. So
Alright.
do I.
Miss May
gonna
here
have
is a
magically.
wonderful,
Heck.
wonderful,
Imagine going on a
Host.
stealth mission
Oh.
with these
I
two.
like-
Could be me.
and she makes the
I
best
like
tea.
tea.
Well, if Saya didn't put it up, the
Turned out
cuddles
really
were on
good.
the stove, so.
Did it?
Perfect.
I didn't.
I shall go make some tea.
Every
Perfect.
stealth
Half the
mission needs a decoy.
work is already done.
That's why
Oh
I'm
my.
saying.
Mission needs a bait.
He always used me as a fucking decoy.
Why?
No, is it that time already?
Why would you use?
Alright.
Remember that
It was
one
good
time
to
we
see
pulled a
you, at
prank
least
and you
while it
left me for
lasted.
dead?
It's always a pleasure.
I remember that.
Shit.
I still remember that.
Oh.
She did quite
I
well,
don't think it was
actually.
like
She acted like she belonged, and she walked through most all the sentries.
I literally walked through them.
Huh.
Huh. Did you guys not acknowledge that there were sentries there?
No, they were there. They're just stupid.
I have found that if you simply act as though you belong in a place, most people won't question it. It's the moment that you start
Very
acting
nice.
suspicious
Precisely.
that someone will ask.
It's true.
Unless you happen to run
Unfortunately,
into
that's
someone
as long
like
as
me.
I can be here.
Of course.
Just
It was good to see you while it lasted.
Producers. I heard them.
And you as well. I hope
You're
all of
always
you have a
welcome.
wonderful night. Sorry.
Oh,
I
Oh, you're
Didn't-
fine. It was lovely seeing you.
don't have enough energy.
oh, I see.
Hello! Otherwise, I'd make you coffee. Tea. Tea. I'm gonna have to go, or else it's
Oh.
gonna get worse. I wish you all
I'll
good
take a
night.
rain check on the tea then.
Absolutely.
Oh fuck, he's getting.
It was
Oh,
good to see you.
right. You were talking about Saya. That's right. I was gonna ask Mom what she wants for tea. I was going to ask you.
Miss Terry,
Hello.
yes?
I was going to ask you for tea, but unfortunately,
If you would not
I
mind
didn't
giving me
quite
a moment.
get enough energy going.
I believe you're
I'm
already
falling
been shown to your room, yes?
asleep, I guess would be the right way to put it.
All right.
Yes, Mr. Kodo.
Getting tired.
Good, good.
It's okay.
My apologies for the lateness.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Very busy.
Hi.
I would like to speak with you when you do have time, though. If you would like to return to your room, you are more than welcome to, though. I will come and find you when I have a moment.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that hesitation.
Otherwise,
probably
you are
should
free
talk
to-
me. Hi, I'm blind.
Wander about the station as you
Oh,
please.
oh.
However, I will ask that you do not
Is
enter
Terry
through
blind?
the set of double
Yeah, that's
doors
fine.
that way.
All right.
Of course.
Otherwise, if you need food
Ellie.
and drink, you can find it that
Hello?
way.
Mm.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Man,
Hi.
I love social gatherings. But
Okay,
it's
there we
just
go.
So
It is good to have.
There's two of you, I
He's
guess.
shy.
It's gotten weird.
Now then,
Oh, shut
It's
up.
awkward.
Too, slow also. Took a little while for the, hello to go through. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Lord. Damn, honey, I did not know you were that slow. I'm joking. So I'm fucking with you.
Victor, I know
Victor, you're being
that we
stared
went on an incursion, like you like to say.
That's
But we do have. I know, I told him that. But we do have. Person, can you turn around for me real quick? Thank you.
I know Hybris is there.
Okay,
he's simply
introduce
ignoring
us.
me. I am rather curious as to who your companions are, although I am a bit more concerned as to what the nature of your visit is.
me too.
This is Val. And this is Ellie.
A pleasure to meet the both of you. I am Hybris. Well then, what brings you here, Mr. Heinrich?
Has been a while. So, we had the day. Thought it opportune to check up.
I see. Rather unusual of you, but I understand.
There is a ulterior purpose, which we can discuss alone.
Of course, if you would like to follow me. If you wish for your companions to join you, they are welcome. Otherwise, they are free to stay here or wander about the station as they please, so long as they do not enter the double doors that way.
You two seem in a social mood. Enjoy.
I'm not. No.
He just said stay behind.
I quite like her.
He can suck my left nut.
Interesting.
Ignore them. Are eccentric.
Oh, I know eccentric, but that
I'm
was...
your mate, and that was literally you.
I suppose at least one of those things made sense. But I shan't pry.
He's ashamed of me, truly.
Now then. What do I owe the
Oh my
pleasure,
God,
Mr. Henrik?
Please align your spine. Please. You're like this. Stop.
Your mom.
My mom's dead. Sorry.
It's fine.
I know we... Aegis and the vampires haven't always been in good terms.
I'm gonna use you as a chair. Come here.
More specifically, you and Mr. Fairbrook.
Who the fuck?
We
I
had our
speak of the past,
concerns.
too. When you and your agents helped us free Chips from the
I see.
vampires.
With the council, yes. It was
Yes.
necessary, and a favor for an old friend.
But to segue to my arrival, I thought it good to inform you that Saya and in turn her partner, Ethereal, are in possible danger due to their connection.
Connection? With what?
The council. And me.
I see. Have they been getting into trouble that I should be aware of?
Saya and Ethereal always are in trouble, but not this time. This is of my doing. I am being hunted, as are these two. By the council.
I see.
Don't forget Arbor in this equation. She might also be in trouble.
Maybe, but I think less so. I don't know.
I see. Does this have anything to do with your previous inquiries?
It can, yes. We are currently investigating actions in the north, assisting King Volley and Orin Anders in a civil war of sorts.
I see.
Alongside that, there is some sort of cult forming up there, wishing to overthrow them, overthrow the kingdom.
I see.
Okay.
King Volley and those of Isidel have been an ally up to this point. We have a fairly healthy relationship with them, although I had not heard anything of such.
It is recent,
Hmm.
and I believe he is being careful about it.
I see. We'll not spread this information then.
As for Arbor, she is close ties with me.
Hmm.
She could also be hunted by the council. Any sort of connection to me now that I am also exiled
Ah, I
could
see.
be in danger.
That makes much more sense. The council has not interfered with any of my previous dealings, so thus far I believe you are safe here. So long as they do not know you are here, of course.
I doubt their reach extends to your station, thankfully.
Hmm.
And as long as Arbor has been keeping it subtle, I think she'll be fine.
I don't
We
believe
visited
she
Purple
leaves often.
Lotus several times since, and no sign of their presence.
I see.
So I believe Zafira may be safe for now.
Have you warned Saya and Ethereal about this threat?
Alongside Curry, yes.
I see.
I've given Saya the option to inform Ethereal herself. So it's up to her. But I think he has an inclination.
I see. Given the nature of this and my unwillingness to work with the council, I see no reason to escalate such an issue. However, news of a cult forming and danger lurking in Isidel, that is much more pressing, I find. I suppose I will need to get in contact with King Vali soon. Is there anything else that you wish to share about this?
No, I believe that is all.
Right.
I did not wish to blindside you as their employer and overseer in the event that they do get involved.
Yes, if the council were to interfere in our business, that could lead to problems, not just for us, but for those that we try to aid. I appreciate that. Well, I suppose, as I said before, while you are here, you should be safe, so long as they do not know that you are here. If you need a place to lie low, should they find you again, feel free to contact me.
You don't mind if we stick around for a little bit?
As long as you need, and if you need a place to stay for the evening, let me know and I will set aside a few rooms. You'll just need to let me know how many.
We have a home. We should get out of your hair soon enough.
Alright. Well,
We thank you for the offer.
if that is the
though.
case, you are welcome to stay here as long as you like.
Appreciate it, Hybris.
It was a pleasure to meet both of you. I'm sorry our meeting had to be under such tenuous
I'll be
circumstances.
leaving.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it's
alright.
fine. Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm Victor's mate.
Mm.
Since he didn't kind of oversaw that.
So I heard. I was unaware that he had a maid.
Yeah, a lot of people are. Yes,
There's a lot of things he hasn't said.
Well, as I said before, I am Hybris, the founder and operator of this organization and station.
Nice.
If there is anything you
Cool.
need, feel free to come here to this terminal and speak. I will hear you, and if I am able, I will respond. Otherwise, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Likely through Victor.
Got it. Thank you, Miss Hybris.
We're still alive very, very often about that.
I don't know what you were lying about. Oh, doing magic. Okay. Well, I don't pry. I was just curious. I guess it is prying. I don't pry deeply.
It's a long story.
Miss Terry, if you don't mind me interrupting,
Yes,
I would like to speak.
of course.
If you would follow me.
I need to sit
Of
down.
course. It was a pleasure
Yeah.
talking with you both.
Where is
Of course.
Have a good one.
Talk to you later.
Oh, so this is what is up.
I hope things have not been too jarring in your transition from the Enclave to here.
It will take some time to get used to.
Hmm.
It's a lot to take in.
The modern world has advanced far beyond what I believe many of your civilization are familiar with. This place represents a peak of certain technological advancements. I hope you do not find it too
There's
frightening.
a little, but it's not something that I can't get used to.
Well, if there is anything that you need or any other questions that you have while we talk or beyond our conversation here, please feel free to come up here, and though you will not see me, if you speak, I will be able to hear you. If I am available to speak,
Understood.
I will speak. Otherwise, I will get back to you as soon as I am able.
I understand.
Thank you. Now then. I do have a number of questions based on the information that was shared with me, as well as the information that was collected by the team we sent several weeks ago.
Yes. Happy to answer any questions you.
I see. I suppose, primarily, in respect to your call to Miss Jinsei, how soon do you believe that your associates are intending on attacking Owl's Hollow?
The current plan was in the coming weeks. It was to coincide with the Owl's Hollow ceremony of light, I think it was. That was
They mentioned such
the current.
celebration of the coming of age of a number of children.
Yes. Lilith believed that that was the best time to strike.
I see.
to
And did she say why
initiate
she
an
believed
attack on them.
this?
She believed that. I believe, or she did not tell me specifically. I believe that it would be the best time, that she believed it was the best time because they would be distracted with their ceremony. And they wouldn't expect an attack at that point.
I see. Using pomp and circumstance to perhaps catch people off guard. I understand this.
Yes.
As for her reasoning, I have received a number of reports based on what you and others within your makeshift village had to say about the people of Owl's Hollow. And while I understand there is a general distrust or distaste for magic, from what I could gather, there was far more to this story than was initially told. There were a number of things I was told as well of their queen that I was not aware of. As such, I have previously met with the queen, and based on the descriptions, she did not seem as how your people described her. Perhaps you could enlighten me.
The people of the Enclave, more specifically, I should say, Lilith, myself, and the guards of the Enclave, we were united in a purpose of attacking and eliminating magic. That is what we attempted, or what they are going to attempt to do. There was the people of the Enclave do not like magic. Many of them just do not want to be around it. They do not like seeing people utilize it. Lilith, on the other hand, has a very strong hatred towards magic and the people who utilize it.
Has she stated as to why? Perhaps this is a
No.
cultural difference, or is it... I see.
I believe it to be personal, but I do not know the details of that. We had never shared them with me.
I see. And given your, given your experience and relations with Miss Lilith, do you believe she would be such a person as to be willing to come here to this station and speak on such matters, perhaps in a peaceful manner?
You could attempt to. I do not know if she would be willing.
I see. In both situations, with Owl's Hollow and Dawn's Enclave, it was an individual person that stepped forward and spoke out against the concerns that they had for their people and for their leaders. One woman, much like yourself, from the Royal Guard of Owl's Hollow, spoke and came forward, even before any of the Queen and her advisors came here to speak with us and shared their concern. I find this interesting. It says to me that perhaps both parties have individuals in charge that perhaps do not have their people's best interests at heart at all times. This is not meant to pass judgment upon Miss Lilith or the Queen herself, but it does tell me that there is much more to be learned from these people. An understanding that needs to be had. Because as it stands, and based on my estimates, I do not believe Lilith will be successful in her endeavors. The relic that you are using enacts a heavy toll on those around it, as well as the surrounding environment. While this is only based on the precursory information that I have gathered, I am concerned as to whether or not Lilith or your fellow guardsmen would even survive an attack on Owl's Hollow.
She seemed to believe that she would, or at the very least, cause significant damage. How, I do not know. Those details were never shared with me, even as her right-hand woman.
Perhaps then there is yet still more that she knows that we do not. But based on the plans that one of our agents was able to spot, I do not believe that Lilith will be successful. Perhaps in wounding Owl's Hollow, its pride, its people, their culture and way of life. But I do not believe her efforts will be permanent, by any means. And worse yet, it is impossible to say as to how this change, this attack, the retaliation, an evolution of what people believe of each other will have, both for your people and theirs.
I wish I could give an answer in that regard, but all I can tell you is that she was dead set on carrying this out.
I am not trying to convince you. I am simply sharing with you my observation and analysis. I do believe that perhaps something can be done. If perhaps we can speak with Miss Lilith, though her methods and her beliefs may be closer to that of a zealot. I do not believe she would endanger her own people so casually, unless it was for a reason that was so intensely personal, that she felt any means necessary was justifiable to reach her goal.
I believe that it might be very personal fact, but to what extent I can delve and understand why she would do this, I do not. I just know that it got to the point where I couldn't go with it anymore.
I understand. And I appreciate you stepping forward and making contact with us. I am glad that you are at least in a place where you can be safer.
I appreciate the help that you and your agents have given me, especially to Miss Sakoto.
She seemed intensely keen on providing aid, which is something I believe is wise to encourage amongst our agents.
Alright.
Is there anything more that you can tell me of Miss Lilith? Or perhaps your own experiences with Owl's Hollow, if you have any?
I did not have any experiences per se personal with Owl's Hollow. The group that went up there the first place was led by Lilith herself. She instructed me to stay behind.
And did she say at all why she was taking this small band of knights into Owl's Hollow in the first place? That she would willingly go into a place where she would know that she would be immediately despised is very suspicious.
The excuse that she gave me was that she was wanting to test the waters, so to speak.
I see. Perhaps to verify the effectiveness of the relic which you hold.
It is quite possible, yes.
I suppose then it may be time for final contact to be made with Miss Lilith. I will need to think on this, but for the time being, you are welcome to stay here as long as you wish. However, if you do wish to return to Dawn's Enclave, I understand. You will need to let us know, and we will make certain that you make it back safely.
There is nothing left for me at Dawn's Enclave. There is no reason for me to go back, nor do I want to go back. I do not believe I can stay there any longer.
I see.
This is why I made contact with Miss Sakoto.
I see. Well then, you are welcome to stay here as long as you need. We will see if we can find perhaps a more permanent solution for you. Unfortunately, that will have to wait until another time.
Of course.
Thank you for speaking
If there's
with
anything
me.
I can do to help.
Perhaps. If Miss Lilith is willing to come here to a neutral ground and speak with perhaps the individual who came forward from Owl's Hollow. Perhaps in a neutral place where the influence of relics and magic and political quarrels can be less felt. Perhaps a mind of tolerance will make itself heard.
It is worth a shot.
I'm glad you think so. Perhaps if that time comes, I may ask for you to step forward and speak with Lilith yourself. Perhaps a final chance for your voice to be heard, one of her own people. Until that time, though, I do need to speak with one of our officers here. You do not mind?
Of course. Do you need any information that I can potentially help with? Happy to give it. Small token to repay for your help.
Of course. And if there is anything that you need while you are here, please let one of us know, and we will make certain it is taken care of.
I will. Thank you.
Hello, Scorus. I hope you bring good news.
Yes, mission was successful. We retrieved we believe to be the item that was stated within the riddle.
See.
We brought it's a little... You'll see a bloody, crystal torso in the lab.
I see.
It was embedded within the creature, therefore I tried pulling some of it out, but it was fragile, and figured best to bring it here, full for extraction. Apologies for the mess it might have made.
I see. We will do what we can to remove it safely without damaging it, and then we'll have to see about making it useful. Were there any complications? How did things go?
Things seemed to go well. They all listened, covered each other. Our worst injury seems to be from Mocha. Got battered pretty badly by what Kanto is putting in his files as a crystalline dinosaur.
I see. Well then. Miss Mocha, how do you believe her performance was?
He did well. He assisted us where needed. We might need a bit more training on her mana control. She nearly tapped herself out completely, casting her magic. But overall, she did well to stick with us and assist where she could.
I see. That is
Unfortunately,
wonderful news.
Yes, unfortunately, her and Asura, upon being bitten or scratched from the creatures that attacked us there, they have sustained some sort of disease that causes them to sneeze.
I'm sneezing plants.
Oh my.
Yes.
An unusual curse, although I believe perhaps... Oh my.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, pineapple.
We've
Yes.
already gathered samples, and Kanto will look into it to see if he can find
If
something
it is a
else
simple
to,
fake curse, I believe perhaps Hezekiah or one of the clerics here that have been staying on the station may be able to assist them.
So, hello, Miss Hybris. So, update on that situation. Asura, more than likely, as long as he's okay with the holy stuff, Hezekiah or Luke could do that. Thing is, Mocha doesn't do divine. It doesn't do anything to her. So I might have to actually get something created. So if I could get a little help with the biological part of that, I could maybe make a vaccine or antidote or something.
If this is a magical curse, you are likely going to need something different. I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
Vaccines and such. This is not a disease born of pathogens.
My nose burns.
I guess.
Fey magics tend to be quite troublesome in that case. That being said, more often than not, they tend to subside after some time. Curses are fickle in that manner, especially those that are
I'm going to
placed
still
upon someone.
Keep a close eye on Mocha and her condition. And if anything, I will see about possibly contacting some of the other more magically affinated people if they could help me out if I need a curse removal. I'm just gonna keep an eye on her then with that information. Thank you, Miss Hybris.
Of course.
Is that all?
Of course. If you need any assistance in identifying whatever curse might still linger, please let me know.
I've dubbed it colloquially Fabies, so they got it from a mutt. Wolf dog.
Ah, I see. I was wondering where the connection was there for your pun, but now I understand.
Yeah.
This might be
I'm gonna still go study the composition of the fruits they keep sneezing, because that sounds like a good afternoon study.
Yes, just be careful with them.
Yes, ma'am.
That aside, he also retrieved several samples from the Feywilds of a plant that seemed to have some sort of healing properties and other such things. Slade has most of it on his ship, but he will bring it here once he is able. He had to extract himself a bit early to deal with some of the injuries he had.
I see.
If he shows signs of improvement with
One
your
of our
care,
sponsors,
considering your divine work, then let's have him
they may be
normal rest,
interested
if
in
not
these
in the
plants.
lab,
They may be
just
able to
so
assist us in
it
identifying
may
them,
or may
or
not spread
otherwise
in any case,
may
that's-
be interested in them.
I wanna be
For
safe.
cultivation's purposes, of course.
Of course.
We
That's
will
why
want
we
to reach out to them
gathered so
and let
many
them
while
know.
we were there.
Perhaps see if
Of course.
Slade can have the samples dropped off in the shuttle bay.
I will contact them to do so.
Of course. Aside from this, was there anything else to report? It sounded like things went rather well.
How's he doing?
Yes, things went easily enough.
Fruits,
I think that is all to reports. Otherwise, mission success, they all did well. I'd say Mocha's earned her poor status.
Again, this is
Of
a
course, with your
cleansing thing. It's
recommendation, I will
supposed to
update
take
her
care of,
paperwork shortly.
minor curses and sicknesses, but
I'll
Sickness.
be around for another day and then I'll be back into Feywild, so no contact from me for another week again.
Also, Bap.
You see,
Why did you tell Mocha to fucking put cheese on me?
I didn't know such thing.
if there is anything else you need, please let me know.
Said it.
And give
Of course, Miss Hybris.
Miss Canadan my regards. I hope she is feeling a bit better.
No. Give me all the cheese in your pocket.
She's
put it in the
doing
back of the
decently.
fridge.
I will let her know you sent your regards to her.
Thank you.
I will take it out of your pockets, Asha.
I just battled a dragon. You weren't gonna do shit.
Not while I'm healing him of curses.
Okay,
Fun.
fine.
That seems to have gone swimmingly.
Melt the cheese.
Yes.
What the fuck?
No throwing cheese while you're being.
Though he is sneezing many pineapples.
Yes, I find it rather amusing, though.
Interacting with the cheese while
It is
I'm
funny.
taking care of you.
Okay, that's fine.
Does not seem to be hurting him, at least not seriously.
Mm.
But I'm not
And
touch cheese.
fake
for a
curses
while.
and such are often meant for the amusement of the one inflicting it.
No,
I said interacting.
Generally are not so harmful
Touch your cheese.
and rarely
So, it
permanent.
will most likely wear off.
Eventually, I imagine. If it does not, though, I am certain Hezekiah at the very least will be able to help him, or one of the other clerics that we have here on the station.
Start clearing on
Yes.
Conto with a spoon brings
Rather expensive, but it happens. I would much rather see that he eventually stops sneezing fruit.
And having to get up.
Why are you
It
trying
says
to
So it shall be worth it.
do not eat
Run on.
Asura
How are you
mocha.
feeling after
Okay,
today?
it's on my desk. I'm just gonna go to my dorm and
Fine.
come back when I'm
It is amusing seeing pineapple sneezing. Asher sees sneezing pineapples. And
Yeah, Kanto told us
Hearing
to put
people
them in the
around.
lab downstairs.
Messiah,
Tell him where it is.
Yes.
if you would for a moment. Earlier, as I'm sure you are aware, I spoke with Mr. Heinrich. He informed me of a few things. I'm wondering, has he spoken to you
Yeah.
recently?
About what exactly though?
I see.
He has.
Sneezing for now.
I see. If you would step here for a
Maybe I was
moment.
able to cleanse it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll give it 5 minutes. If you don't sneeze another plant,
Hi,
then
Judy.
we'll
How are
consider
you
it
doing?
good. If not, we'll take it back down. We'll take you to the lab to monitor.
Mr. Graves and Ashra,
Would you rather continue?
is everything all right?
My nose burns.
I imagine so. Perhaps a few
you've
tissues
been
would help.
sneezing pineapples.
And tomatoes.
Definitely a Kleenex.
I might suggest staying hydrated as best you can. In the meantime, if you would not mind relocating to the medical bay, I would appreciate it.
Sure thing. Come on, Big Blue.
What's up? Oh, wait. Where are we going?
We're going to med.
You're gonna rest, Ashra.
Well, we're gonna mind you. We're gonna mind you for the next few minutes. If you don't sneeze fruit, then we'll put you on bed rest.
Okay. Wait, I need bed rest?
Messiah, are you familiar with the Vampire Council?
Victor had told about that to me and
I see.
Curry.
I see. So you are aware of the danger then. I suppose then I do not need to waste my time in warning you of the immediate dangers. However, I will warn you that you are deployed on a mission or assignment or some other venture. Please do your best to keep yourself and your fellow agents safe. If you see anything out of the ordinary, please immediately inform the rest of your team.
Yeah, I will. My job every time we go on a mission is to get home safely and alive.
Of course.
It's always been the top priority.
Of course, but given the circumstances, this is an extra stressor for you and for Ethereal. You would please pass along this information to him.
Yeah, and I've been trying to keep myself low, well, laying low as best I can.
Of course.
With
yours and Ethereal's safety is one of my main concerns, given the circumstances. However, it obviously puts anyone near you or associated with you in danger as well. So, do your best and do your part to keep everyone else safe as best you can.
Yes, ma'am. I will do that to the best of my abilities.
Thank you. That is all.
Alright. I hope you are doing well yourself, Miss Hybris, too.
Thank you. Well then. Concerning the contents of the previous conversation, I would best mark it as classified. The less people that are messing about with the Vampire Council's dealings, the better. And while I do not believe they have any immediate reason to cause issue with us here, it is best to stay off their radar.
Understood. I will note down any hearings of it.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course.
Well then.
I'll most likely walk around.
Of course. Oh, how is Hazel? I assumed you were...
She has been playing Minecraft. A lot of games.
Very good at
I
stimulating
have been
the mind.
bouncing between many subjects. Father has gotten himself roped in, well, not really roped into, but has been made aware of a situation. But I am giving him time to decide what he wishes to do with it.
I see. Should he decide to eventually come forth and speak on it, I'm certain he will. But given his track record,
if
it is...
He does not. I have informed him that I will be snitching, essentially.
Oh my. Wow. I did promise him that I would not spy on him through my obvious connections to you. However,
Yes.
If you do have a clear and present concern about his health or safety, I trust that you will be able to decide for yourself whether it is important to come forth with such information.
I have already decided that it is important. If Father, however, goes through with participating, is when I will make it painfully aware.
Of course.